as the Panthers are set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Taken about 7 yards deep, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 29. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
But it's 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Anthony Miller.
25 yards that time.
25 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
The score, Bears 7, Panthers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes.
Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. It's the former Tar Heel back here in Carolina, Robert Quinn, able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Open man is Anderson. The 30, 20, touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Joey Slye.
That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 1st down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 46-yard line. Kaepernick now to throw.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 down at the 31. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Jim McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? A handoff left, McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, here's Cannon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At at their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, their last two drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
Yeah, big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Mike, check, 59. 91. Easy. Watch twits. 59.
Now Kaepernick completes it to Samuel. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
2-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, 91.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick, letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Bears 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Going up top for Miller. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trubisky's
good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And out. It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.